When was the last time Kaizer Chiefs signed a mesmerizing player, a riveting player? Sanibonani football lovers, welcome to BKS Sports. Igama lami ubonga inkosi. Thembe ukuthi ni kahle, niyaphila. Danko. Today we're going to be discussing about two players. And I believe ukuthi both of them, they are good players, but there's a but there. Kodwa ke ngaphambi kokuthi ngiye kude ngicela ningisize ngokulike nokusubscribe to the channel if aningaka subscribe. Kodwa mase nisubscribeile ngibonga kakhulu, izandla zidlule ekhanda. Asivele sihlalo odabeni. Yazi I believe ukuthi in South Africa there's a scarcity of wingers that I'd say when you watch them you get to be glued on the screen because you enjoy watching them play. The reason why ngifake those four players ivideo mayisaqala, it is because I wanted us to look at the difference. I don't know whether I'd say is the quality or is the kind of football that our league allows, or is the kind of players that we are producing in our country. It's not about the quality, but we know within terms of quality, those four are far ahead of these two I'm going to discuss about. As in South Africa, we only have few wingers that think when they have the ball on their feet. We have Mfukeng, we have Tashreeq Matthews, we have Oswin Apolis, we had Puso Ditejana, he went abroad. But the other wingers, it's like they are programmed, which will run. The only thing that we can do is to run. And you kind of like wonder, is it how our development structures work in terms of producing our wingers? Because I believe in a winger, you should be able to eliminate defenders. You must have skill. In 1v1, you must be good. Because at some point, you'll play against teams that are restricting you from using your pace. But you need to think outside the box. That's why when you watch a player like Usian Ndlovu, you understand okay, now it's going to be difficult, but you'll figure out something to do. Because he has the skill to eliminate. But other players, they rely on his speed. Like for example, look at Ovelepai at Chiefs. Look at Utlode Lileb. I want you to picture them now with the ball on their feet. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Run. And if there's no space behind, it becomes difficult for them because at some point you need to think, okay, right now there's no space. It simply means I have to carry in, or it simply means what I have to do now is to eliminate, create an opportunity for myself because I see my teammate won't create for me because there's no space behind, or if there's even space, it's a little space whereby even if they can try to thread a pass, it won't be that perfect in a level whereby I could be able to run towards that ball because the distance between the goalkeeper and the last four is very small. It's too little. But when you watch Apolis, you watch Mfukeng, you watch Tashreeq Matthews, you watch Usian Ndlovu, and also Uphakamani, not Uphakamani, but Useluleko Mahlangu, you get to see okay, sometimes it's not about having speed as a wing, but what you must do is to be able to think clearly with the ball on your feet. Okay, now I have to drop shoulder. Now I have to make it easier for myself. Let me try and play a 1-2. Let me try to play a dead man run. Not always good to ball because sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes you have to jog a player up until you make sure you make that player to be wrong-footed and then you take advantage of that. When you watch Olise play, you watch Uvicha Varaskela play, you watch Lamine Yamal play, you watch Desire Doe play, you understand okay, Now, that's what separates other players from other players. It's not the quality, but it's the level of thinking, especially if you are under pressure and while running also, deciding with, okay, this is the moment. Being able to time with, okay, now I have to go in. Now I have to go outside. Umvula umvale, athatha tututa akubone sodlulile. And I have no problem with Devin Titus. Devin Titus is linked with the Kaizer Chiefs, and I don't know, Guti, is it a thing now, Guti, once a player plays good against Chiefs or has 2 to 3 games that are good, nakhona not consistently, it's now they say, Guti, that player is good enough to play for Chiefs. I'm wondering, Guti, is it because of Chiefs the standard has dropped drastically that anyone that can get to kick a ball can be linked with the Chiefs? Because I believe, Guti, if you look at Devin Titus, it's the same kind of a profile of Ashley Dupree. Speed merchant. Yes, they might score there and there, but I believe, Guti, they rely most of the time in their speed. And looking at Dupree, it's a player that I'd say, Guti, we appreciated him when he arrived at Chiefs because he was doing well up until so far, whereby things are not going so well for him, and especially this season, it wasn't his best season. And looking at a player like Devin Titus, you can tell it's the same kind of players. They run. They have that energy. But now I think it is high time with the Chiefs. It's either when they want players that are players that can decide games for them. Players that have that technical ability. Players that you know very well, Guti. When you are watching a Kaizer Chiefs, you are watching a player that you know, Guti, he has a plan. And looking at Titus, you can tell, Guti, he is good, but there are some elements in his game that are missing. Same as Ashley Dupree. Yeah, Titus, I'd say, Guti, so far skamboni ukuthi yena ugeja kangakanani compared to Dupree, because Dupree has gone through a phase whereby Guti, I never thought Guti angazithola kuyo. Missing easy goals. It will be the end of his career at Chiefs, because some things you think, Guti, they are done intentionally, kanti no. And now you have a player like Titus. But I might be the one that is wrong about him. Others want him at Chiefs. And Nakona, looking at the situation of Lilipo, because lately his behavior has been something else. I don't understand what has got into him. And obviously there are speculations that he might leave, but he still has a contract with Chiefs that expires next year, June. So it simply means, Guti, if he's going, he must force his way out of the Chiefs, or they will buy him with a price that looks appealing to the eyes of Kaizer Chiefs management. Now, if they are willing, because I believe there's no player bigger than the club. We had players like Abu Josh Libis left, Omaluleka left, Oshaba, at least Bonage, it was understandable. Bese kuvele kubonakala ukuthi they are reaching their peak now. Ama performances awasafani. We had Abo Knowledge Muson. Kade siba nama players. But now if izoqhubeka ibe kanje situation kaLilipo, obvious angeke kube lula for yena for the next season, because one thing I'd say with the Chiefs, they prioritize and they pride themselves with its discipline and the behavior. It's important at Chiefs. And some situations, I believe, good, they get to be blown out of proportion because obviously we as content creators, we always look for something to talk about. Sometimes even if into ngakhulumis. But there's something that needs to change from a behavior. Yes, we appreciate him. He is a player that he makes a play whenever he's needed. But that does not mean good. He must do as he pleased at Chiefs. His impact was visible at Chiefs last season and this season. But mawuhambe endaweni kuyavaleliswa, awuventani uhambe nje ngazathi uvuka ekseni bese lapho uye emsebenzini kunabantu abalele uhamba ungavalelisanga. I don't know what you think about Devin Titus, because I believe which we might be signing another Ashley Dupree, not in terms of a player missing, but in terms of a profile. Because I always say with eight Chiefs, they are always petting when it comes to signing of players. And then let's go to this second player. It's Useluleko Mahlambi. Yabona, comparing uMahlambi and uTitus, the only difference is that uMahlambi, he's able ukuthi akwazi ukudecide when he's in the final third. He's able to dribble past opponent. He has speed and he has a tactical awareness and he has a technical ability also. He doesn't rely on his speed most of the time, but he understands okay, in the field there are 18 zones. So each zone for him, it simply means he has to do something that aligns with what needs to be done in that zone. Magaku zone 17, he understands it's time for a cross or a cutback. If he's in zone 14, he has to shoot. If he's in zone 16, he understands I have to score. As young as he is, his decision making it is better than some of the senior players we have at Chiefs. And me now, personally, he will be the player I might go for instead of Titus. Because also I believe he is young and he has a potential, but he's showing in a better club whereby there are better resources, he might be able to deliver more than what we expect based on measuring him based on his potential alone. Because we see there's a ceiling that he might be able to reach. He just need a little push. And the Chiefs might get that. Because there are other players that are at the same age group as him. And he's scoring, he's assisting. That simply means he just broke out from the reserve team of Vitesse Galaxy and got an opportunity with senior team. And he made a breakthrough for his first season. His stats are not that bad for a youngster in a top flight league. So I don't know, what do you think? Between the two, whom would you prefer and why? Yobonana khona ke ku comment section. Danko.